Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jessica J, and in today's video, we're gonna be talking about things they didn't tell you when purchasing a new build home. Now, I can go on and on when it comes to this topic. There's so much information out there, but there are some things that I really had no idea or no clue about. So I hope this information helps you guys. And if you have any additional questions once this video is over, don't forget to leave them down below. Now, this is our first home and we purchased it about 2 years ago. We did actually put offers in on existing homes, and the process is a little bit different. So with a new build home, it may seem more enticing because really you just go visit the site. If you like it, you pick your lot, you put your deposit down, and no one can take that house from you. No one can outbid you on that house. But there are some things that you guys might not be aware of. So if you're looking for a new build or you're interested in looking into a new build home, hopefully this is helpful for you guys. And keep in mind that I'm actually located in Southern California, so things might be a lot different in your state. So first things first, let's talk about picking your lot and putting your deposit down. So typically the builder will release a phase at a time. So within a phase, you have the lots and the homes that are going to be eventually built there. And usually it's always cheaper if you get in within the first phase. Usually if the phases sell out and business is good, it usually goes up with each phase that's built after that. So if you're interested in a certain new build or a community, try to get in within the first few phases. And if you have a realtor, always take them with you when you first visit the site. Typically when you go in, they have you sign in, they take some of your information, and if you sign in without your realtor being there, they will not be compensated. So make sure you go in with your realtor so your realtor can sign in so that they can be compensated. Now, you don't need a realtor when purchasing a new build home, but it is nice to have someone to represent you, someone who's a little bit more knowledgeable, and that always helps. So next I want to talk about higher taxes for new builds and new communities. So you have your property tax, and in California you have what's called a Melrose for newer communities, and that's an additional tax on top of your property tax. And the Melrose taxes goes towards new infrastructure, so the roads, new schools, new parks, things of that nature, things that you're going to be using. Now, paying a Melrose isn't forever. It actually lasts for about 20 years plus, so you are going to be paying on that for a while, but it does eventually go away. HOA, you know what? I really don't mind HOA. It kind of keeps everything cohesive in your neighborhood, keeps the value up. And depending on your HOA, can come with perks as well, like a fitness center, pool, events your HOA might be throwing for your families, which can be really fun. So I actually really don't mind HOA, but keep in mind that they can go up. So sometimes they'll tell you once the homes are done being built, the HOA will go down, but you guys, honestly, they can't really say for sure if it's going to go down or anything like that. You know, we're dealing with inflation right now. So if the pool guy is paying more for his supplies, obviously he's going to be charging more, and it can cause your HOA fees to go up. Sometimes they can tell you right then and there once the community is done being built, it'll go down a little bit or up a little bit, but keep in mind that it usually goes up. So let's talk about upgrades. So when you go into a model home, everything, it just looks beautiful. Countertops, backsplash, cabinets, hardwood flowing throughout. Most of the time, all of that is an upgrade. When you're going into a model home, try to picture the home without all the glitz and glam. Maybe that will help you in your decision when picking out a home, because it adds up. So once you're in the building process of your new home, the design center will call you, set an appointment. You're gonna go in and you'll pick out your cabinets, your paint color, all that. So they'll have what's already included. And sometimes it's nice if they have a lot of options for cabinet colors or flooring or whatnot, countertops. When you go in to visit the model home, they'll have a sheet. Usually looks like this, a long sheet, and it'll list all of the upgrades, what's included. Take that sheet, look over it, and you guys will see what's included and what's actually an upgrade. And also those upgrades, you're gonna be paying a premium for the builder coming in to do the upgrades. Some of the upgrades I will recommend to you guys, which are electrical or anything structural, and then anything that's mainly cosmetic, that's your choice, but just know that it's going to be a lot more for the builder to do it versus you hiring your own contractor. So for our house, we turned one of the dens into a bedroom. For a room to be counted as a bedroom, it has to have a closet. closet. So for the den, they actually bumped out the wall and then added a walk-in closet. And that price was about $3,000 to get that upgrade. So when you see 4 to 7 bedrooms, so the 4 bedrooms are included, and then those other bedrooms, usually a den, you can change into a bedroom, or maybe like a loft, changing that into a bedroom. So you're gonna be paying extra for those. We went to one builder and they wanted $10,000 to turn the den into a bedroom. So you might wanna ask when you're going into visiting a builder. Another upgrade we got before we went to the design center was adding a second sink in our hall bathroom, and that was priced at $975. So those were important things we wanted to handle, and these are things that add a lot more value to the home as well. Another upgrade that you guys might not even consider or think about is lighting. We had lighting in the living space, dining space, and kitchen, but lighting in the bedroom was not included. So that was another cost. I want to say that was around $1,500 to get the ceiling light put in. So some things you think that should be included, just ask, because sometimes it's not. And with the design process, we had to pay 10%. I want to say right then and there. If it wasn't, it was within that week. And then the rest of the cost goes on to the loan with the house. Next up, let's talk about solar. So when purchasing a new build in California, you actually have to have solar. You can lease your solar, you can buy your solar, and I think they might have government programs to help you out with that, but just know that you have to have solar now for new build homes. So let's talk about construction. While they're building your home, you can actually visit the site. They don't actually add the doors or windows and lock it until your cabinetry gets in. So you're able to go in freely and view your home. It's actually a really cool experience. So when the home is done being built, a representative for the builder will come in and they will show you the house. They'll show you how everything works. And then if you have any questions or if anything's off, that will be your time to let them know. So I definitely encourage you guys to bring some tape, bring a notebook, a pen, because there will be things that's off and there will be things that's wrong. And I remember hearing this advice and I'm thinking like, maybe that was just, your situation. And no, something will be completely off. I want to say the inspection was included in the home buying process, but I actually encourage you guys to maybe bring in your own inspector, because there were things in the attic that we weren't aware of after closing. So I had to have them come out after closing or whatnot to fix a couple of things, but there are going to be things that's wrong. Some things are going to be cosmetic. Some things may be a little bit more serious. So just be very cautious. Look around. If something's not right, say something. So the builder rep is usually pretty helpful. You let them know and then they'll make all the appointments, and they will also make their own appointments with you to come in to make sure, everything is okay. The foundation takes a while to settle. So once that settles, or once that's settling, sometimes you'll notice those cracks around your window. That's a thing. So they will actually come out and fix that. Was a thing. So I actually haven't seen my rep or heard from her in a while, and I'm noticing some of those cracks around the window seal. So I'm gonna have to give them a call and have them come out. Okay, let's talk about landscaping in your backyard. With our builder, our landscaping in the front yard was included. So they did add trees and plants and all that. And then in our backyard, none of that's included. That's all upgrade if you choose to do your backyard. And I think most people actually hire their own contractors to do their backyards. So with our backyard, our patio cover, concrete, everything was actually included, which was really, really nice. And then we did our grass and all that on our own. We're still working back there. We're still adding things to it, but just know that usually backyard, landscaping and all that is not included, not even the concrete. So you'll get what's like maybe a 2x3 slab of concrete out there. By law, I think they have to put that, but that's it. And also in a new build, you have a certain amount of time to do your landscaping in your backyard. With our builder, I believe they gave us a year. It was either 6 months to a year. So what you have to do is you have to get signatures from your surrounding neighbors to make sure that they're okay with whatever you're doing to your backyard. And then you have to submit them to the HOA. And then that's an additional cost. I think with ours, it's about $100 to $200 to submit the plans, and then they can say okay, or it's not okay. And when you're moving into a new build, the time goes by so fast. You're getting things done. So a year can go by really, really fast. So keep that in mind. Okay, something I want to talk about, and I never really hear anybody talk about this, but let's get into it. Let's talk about bugs and rodents. You guys, before the home gets built, it's all dirt or trees or whatever it was before they prepped the land and built your home on it. And there were things that lived there before your home was built. Not only that, in the building process, everything's open and they don't close the doors or the windows to the very last of the building process. So there are things coming in. I was actually spraying myself and it was just no match for me. Once I saw spiders the size of my hand, I said, no, I'm not doing it. And we actually we actually have pest control come out once a month. The wintertime, he can come out every other month. It just depends. Yeah, I gladly give my money to my pest control guy. Even if it's just for the first time or the first couple of months, have them come out, have them spray, have them get rid of anything that could be there. Also, rodents. The first year and a half, we actually had ground squirrels and they can do a lot of damage. And I had no idea it was even a ground squirrel. I just saw this huge hole in our front yard and you have to call someone out to handle that. There's no other way to get rid of those things. And don't keep any type of food or anything for field mice to come in because that's a thing too. So just be aware of any type of rodents or anything like that that could be invading your space. So you're gonna get a lot of solicitors coming to your door. It's just given with a new community, some wanted, some unwanted. So just be very cautious about that. Put up a sign, no soliciting, if you don't want anybody coming to your door. In the beginning, they were coming like every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. So they will come and just have them leave their cards out front. A lot of the times they'll just leave their cards, but sometimes they'll come knocking at your door as well. Just be very cautious, especially in today's world. So when you're having your own contractors come in and doing work, keep in mind that they start moving things. It does void the warranties on some of those items that you have in your house. For example, my neighbors, they got concrete poured for their backyard. The air conditioning unit was back there. They had to move in order to pour the concrete. That just voided their warranty on their air conditioning unit. If they have to move your toilets in order for them to lay down the flooring, that also voids the warranty. So keep in mind that when you start having contractors come in and they have to move things around, it does void the warranties. And just ask if they come in and they paint something or move something, does this void the warranty? And they'll let you know. Being in a new community, it gets pretty dusty and dirty because people are still doing their backyards, the wind's blowing, you're gonna be seeing a lot of dirt in the cracks of the windows, the doors. I'm still seeing it. It gets pretty dusty really fast and dirty really fast living in a new community, and it gets very noisy as well in the very beginning. And your neighbors are getting work done. They're still doing construction, building more homes, so it can get very, very loud. So if you have young kids or you work at night and you sleep during the day, definitely get a noise machine because it can get pretty loud. All right, we reached the end of the video. I hope that this video was helpful. I hope you learned something new. And I hope it was a heads up or a reminder if you're going into purchasing a new build home. Good luck. Thank you for watching, and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe on your way out. I will see you guys in a new video next week. Bye. Hey guys, there's one more important point I forgot to make, and that is once you are approved for your home loan and you lock in on an interest rate, while your home is getting built, you don't want to rack up your credit cards, you don't want to take out a loan, and you want to make sure you're paying all of your bills on time, because at the very end of the building process, they're going to run your credit again, and you don't want your debt to income ratio changing in a negative way because you're running the risk of getting a higher interest rate, or the mortgage company can deny your loan. You also want to make sure that your credit score isn't going down, so that's where you're not taking out any loans and you're paying all of your bills on time. Okay, guys, good luck, and I will see you guys next week.